Documented for hundreds of years, the Hungarian-Slovak Gypsies lost their heritage after 100 years in America. They no longer play the traditional music or speak the language. In a newspaper article from 1928, Louis Balog, a cymbalum player, said, "They have earned their food and shelter for centuries with their music." On his deathbed in 1948, Andrew Margitsa told his sons to follow the traditions of Romany. These Roma immigrated to America in the late 1880s, bringing with them the traditions they keep in Europe for centuries. For over 100 years in America, the media documented many events from these Roma. The one most documented were the funerals. On the morning of the funeral, family, friend, and musicians would gather, and the musicians played the last time for the deceased. They played traditional songs for a Roma funeral, and favorite songs requested. As the casket made its way to the hearse, they played one song that was a dirge. The Roma called it the funeral march. No one knows where the song originated, but there is reference in media as far back as 1907. It is forbidden to play the song anywhere else, and the only place you can learn to play the song is at a funeral. As the hearse makes its way to the church, the musicians follow the hearse all the way to the church, which could be several blocks away, playing the funeral march. You can see from the pictures, some funerals had dozens of musicians. As the music was heard through the streets, family and friends would also walk with the musicians, and with many cars following, onlookers and traffic would come to a stop. Many people would say this person must be someone important or a king. The media often referred to a deceased male as the king of the gypsies. There were no kings, no fortune tellers, no circus performers, just a lot of great and famous musicians. There have been many media, journalists, authors, and studies done on this group of Roma. Funerals were not the only events documented of these Roma. Weddings, baptism, concerts, and where they were performing were also documented. The Al de Lacy concerts in Chicago, Ziggy Bella concerts in Detroit, and the Night in Budapest concerts in Cleveland were nationwide events. Many were live on weekly local radio stations. Many were on local TV. Some were in Hollywood movies, and many made records with well-known labels such as Columbia and Victor. By the late 1980s, many of the older Roma who were keeping these traditions were dying, and the younger ones were not keeping the traditions and heritage. Today, there are only a handful of musicians left out of a few thousand of these Roma. No Hungarian gypsy bass players, one Hungarian gypsy cymbalum player from the old school, a couple of Hungarian gypsy violin players that can play traditional songs. No viola, tenor violin, or second violin, and this is all at its end. Most do not speak the language or know what the tradition. There is no more funeral march, no media, no TV, authors, journalist, or anyone that wants to document anything of today's descendants of such great ancestors. The Hungarian-Slovak Gypsies in America are gone, and this new era of Roma are not unique.